enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye? Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye? Too much sun and not enough sky. I've lost again, but I gotta maintain. Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye?
Hello everybody and welcome to the 29th race of Season 2 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series and the third race in the chase for the championship. Hi, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the Taco Bell 400 at Kansas Speedway. This is our second trip to Kansas. We had a race back early on in the season. That was a really good race. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 in gray races here at Kansas. Now the point standings, the chase standings coming into this race, we have Betty Johnson leading the points by 8 over David Rivera, 19 over both Austin Talley and Gabe Williams, and 21 over Mason Bromer. So it's pretty close, 21 points within the top 5. The last car in the points heading into this race in points is Hunter Bell, who is about 62 points back, so he would have to start getting good finishes going if he's going to be able to come back into the championship picture. So we still have plenty of time to see what happens, but the chase standings heading into the race are Betty Johnson, the points leader, then David Rivera, Austin Talley, Gabe Williams, Mason Bromer, Charles Jackson, Chase Oliver, Seth Cole, Parker Wright, Joshua Collard, Chris Washer, Jessica Sheldon, and Hunter Bell. But, ladies and gentlemen, here is your starting lineup for today's race at Kansas. Pace car in pit road, Sam Young on the pole with Justin Talampas second. That is your front row for this race here at Kansas. Third race in the chase, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Already Ian Dutta went to the apron to try to make it 3 wide for the third spot underneath Alex Pedro and Zachary Fitzwater, and now he's going to go underneath Justin Talampas for the second position. So Ian Dutta looks to have a very fast car, powerful motor in that thing, as he is now second and catching the 23 of Sam Young. But in the meantime, Sam Young leads lap 1 here at Kansas. Now this is a newly repaved Kansas, so this track is very fast, but it's got a lot of grip to it, so that way you can run better laps. And Ian Dutta, like I said, he's got a fast car, and now he's going to get around Sam Young for the lead. Ian Dutta is on a mission to get his second win of the season and his third win of his Walmart Cup Series career. But now Sam Young trying to make a march back up to the front. Sam Young is trying to go for his first career Walmart Cup Series win in his rookie season. And he will lead that lap. Let's take a look around the back of the pack to see who's back here. Oh, Mason Bromer. Something happened to him, and now he's back in dead last. This is not what he needs. Meanwhile, Sam Young continues to lead. And, oh, we get a wreck! Chris Washer's around! Oh, and I see Jekko Knight, PJ Williams, Zachary Fitzwater. Oh, man, there are a lot of hits. Matt McIntyre, Alex Hawkins. There were some hard hits in this wreck. Cody Lamas. Oh, Trent Dunham was in this. So was Tommy Mooney. Danny Wells was in it. Annie Thomas. Mason Bromer, a chaser. So Washer and Bromer. And Betty Johnson, the points leader, was in that mess. I saw Preston Plord, and he's retired from the race. And I believe I saw... I couldn't tell who that last car was, but I saw another car on pit road. I just couldn't see who it was in time. If I want to say, I believe that car might have been Matt McIntyre, I want to say. I'm not sure, but pit stops are taking place here on lap 6. As drivers are going with fuel only for the most part, and Sam Young is going to come out as the leader. Second, Ian Dutta. Third, Gabe Williams. Fourth, Seth Cole. And fifth, Kyle Matthews. But anyways, let's take a look at a replay to see what brought the caution out for the first time today here at Kansas. Well, here's a look at what happened. This was up for the 4th spot as Seth Cole is going to go underneath of Chris Washer. And they just collided, and Seth Cole just didn't get off his quarter panel. And there you see he gets the wall hard. And then there you see Jekko Knight, PJ Williams. And then you see Alex Hawkins get up into this mess. And then Preston Plord, Zachary Fitzwater all of a sudden. And wow, look at the air Annie Thomas got as she went flying in that wreck. And then Trent Dunham's back here into this. Mason Bromer, Betty Johnson, more chasers were involved. Let's take a look and see how does Preston Plord get into this. Oh, he gets into Zachary Fitzwater as they were trying to avoid. That's what started another portion of the accident. And there you see, oh, when Matt McIntyre just flew in out of nowhere. That is what happens to Alex Hawkins. See the 98's perspective. He was on the bottom trying to avoid. Oh, and I saw, oh my goodness. Yeah, he just flew in there and got into Alex Hawkins. And then I saw Danny Wells get into Annie Thomas, and that's what got the 66 flying. And then right here, watch the 99 up on the above part. She gets into Jekko Knight while right there. One more look. Wow, hard hit. Not only for Danny Wells, but for Annie Thomas. Dillon Young actually did get a little piece of it, but not much. Now I need to see how does Trent Dunham get into this. And Ryan Anderson Jr. was in that. Oh, he sideswipes Chris Washer. That's what happens to Ryan Anderson. And yeah, Trent Dunham gets into Betty Johnson, and that's what happens to Trent. And then Cody Lamas got a piece of it by getting into Preston Plord. But how does Mason Bromer get into this mess? Oh, is he going to sideswipe somebody? Let's see. Oh, he hit hard right into Ryan Anderson Jr. Now, also, the last look we're going to look at is Ryan Anderson Jr.'s perspective. Let's see how does he get in this. Oh, I saw he got air. As there you see, oh, and then we got to take a look and see how Tommy Mooney gets spun. I forgot about him. Sideswipes Washer, spins up the track, into the wall, and then into Jekko Knight, and then boom, a hard hit right there by Mason Bromer. So that is what happened to Ryan Anderson Jr. Now the last car we're going to look at is Tommy Mooney because he was involved. Oh man, this looked like it was a three-wide situation, and Cody Lamas and Tommy Mooney just get together, and then that forces the 48 into the wall. But I don't think he's going to be able. I don't think he's going to retire. He just has some rear end damage, but other than that, he was able to drive away, and there's no smoke coming out of the car. While this was a pretty big wreck, we're going to have a lot of retirees, but now let's go ahead and take you to the restart here at Kansas. Well, the updated list of cars out of the race after that big wreck are Matt McIntyre, Annie Thomas, Mason Bromer, Chris Washer, Trent Dunham, Jecko Knight, Preston Ford, Betty Johnson, Danny Wells, and Ryan Anderson Jr. If I can count, that is 3 chase drivers already wrecked. But anyway, Sam Young is your leader. Second is Ian Dutta. Third is Gabe Williams. Fourth is Seth Cole. Fifth is Kyle Matthews. Sixth is Dylan Thero. Seventh is Sonny Hammond. Eighth is Joshua Collard. Ninth is Hunter Bell. 10th is Rue McIntyre. Let's take a look at the rest of the field for chase drivers. There you see 11th, Parker Wright. 13th, David Rivera. 14th, Chase Oliver. 15th, Austin Talley. 19th is Charles Jackson. 25th is Jessica Shelton. And that's all for the chase drivers. 10 chase drivers are left on the field, 3 of them out of the race. Washer, Johnson, and Bromer. And Johnson came in the points leader. If Hunter Bell can get a good finish, he might get back into contention. But here we go, green flag is back out. And wow, Gabe Williams already trying to make something work. Oh man, it's getting really racy as Kyle Matthews is making it 3 wide underneath Seth Cole and Gabe Williams, 2 chasers. And now he's going to try to go underneath Sam Young and Ian Dutta for the lead. And it looks like Matthews is going to get it, but now all of a sudden Sonny Hammond is up here. And he's trying to go underneath Kyle Matthews for the lead. Oh man. We got 3 chasers that were doing a 3-wide battle, but they settle it out. And more chasers are coming in. There you see Chase Oliver is now up here in the fray as Joshua Collard leads and Hunter Bell in the 2nd spot. Now we see Seth Cole, Chase Oliver going underneath Sonny Hammond, so that will make 4 chasers in the top 4, running 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the moment. Meanwhile, Collard is about ready to possibly get passed by Hunter Bell, because Hunter Bell is closing the gap on that 43. Meanwhile, Eric Burton's all of a sudden up here in the lead, and now David Rivera, who could be your new points leader heading into the next race as long as he stays where he is. He's going to be your new points leader. And Chase Oliver wobbled out really bad, and he is flopping. There you see Charles Jackson and Seth Cole, more chasers, and right behind Jackson is his teammate Dylan Thero coming into the fray as well. So many different drivers, chasers, non-chasers, just going at it hard already here at Kansas. And it's because these drivers are taking advantage of the paved surface, the newly paved surface here at Kansas, to where they can get faster runs on drivers, on other drivers in the race, and get to good spots. As we skip back up to the front, and Joshua Collard still leads the way, and he's trying to go for his 2nd win of the season and of his career in the Walmart Cup Series. Hunter Bell trying to go for his 3rd win and trying to get back in championship contention. Meanwhile, while we're still green, let's take a look at a run-through of the top 20. It is Joshua Collard, the leader. 2nd is Hunter Bell. 3rd is Eric Burton. 4th is Ian Dutta. 5th is Austin Talley. 6th is Dylan Thero. 7th is Alex Pedro. 8th is Chase Oliver. 9th is Gabe Williams. 10th is Michael Norman. 11th, Jessica Sheldon. 12th, Sonny Hammond. 13th, Austin Weiner. 14th, Justin Talampas. 15th is Ken Thero. 16th is Charles Jackson. 17th is Seth Cole. 18th is David Rivera. 19th is Barney Taylor. And 20th is Brody Talley. Let's go through the rest of the field. Kyle Matthews, 22nd. And then 23rd is Henrietta Fitzwater, or 23rd. 24th is Sam Young. 25th is Parker Wright. 26th is Zachary Fitzwater. 27th is Theo Stegall. 28th is Rue McIntyre. 29th, Dillon Young. 30th, Alex Hawkins. 31st, Tommy Mooney. 32nd, PJ Williams. And 33rd is Cody Lamas. Meanwhile, battle for the lead starting to ensue between Hunter Bell and Joshua Collard. And there is Hunter Bell to the bottom. Now he's going to go by the 43 to get the lead for himself. Remember, Hunter Bell knows how to get it done on mile-and-a-half tracks. He won his first race of the season and of his career back at Las Vegas. And then he picked up a second win. I don't remember where it was. Then again, I can't really remember much. But now Collard trying to go back to the bottom, and now Dylan Thero and Austin Talley are up here in this battle to make it a 4-car battle for the lead. It's almost like a draft effect sometimes. You can get behind somebody and draft them a little bit, or move them up out of the way, and they will be your best friend as far as getting up to the field. And now Austin Talley in that Mountain Dew Cherry Kickstart car. He's now going to go to the front, and he's trying to go for his 3rd win of the season and of his career. We are about a lap away from halfway through this race here at Kansas, and we've had a really good green flag run. And now Chase Oliver, another chaser's up here. Alex Pedro's up in here, and then chaser Gabe Williams up into this fray. And Chase Oliver is going to go to the bottom to get around Austin Talley. And Chase Oliver's trying to go for his 2nd win of the season and his 4th career win in the Walmart Cup Series. Around the midway portion of the season, Chase Oliver was on a roll. Didn't really have much bad luck. Mostly had top 10 finishes. Picked up a win, I believe, at Indianapolis. And here he is in the chase, battling up at the front as now Alex Pedro passed him by for the lead. And now here comes Gabe Williams in the Honey Nut Cheerios Chevy for Richard Childress Racing to the lead. And Hunter Bell going to try to go by. And now look who's up here. Austin Weiner in the 12 car. Trying to go for his 6th career Walmart Cup Series win and the 2nd of the season. He won earlier this season at Thornton. And he wants to try to get some redemption. And ironically, a similar track to this at Las Vegas, it was Hunter Bell who won with Austin Weiner in 2nd after Hunter Bell passed Austin Weiner around the last lap. And now here at Kansas, Austin Weiner getting some revenge on his teammate. And wait a minute, I believe we're going to see green flag pit stops as Dylan Thero, Sonny Hammond, among others, are coming the pit road. So green flag pit stops are going to take place now, since we haven't had a caution in quite a while. As Austin Weiner is your leader, and they are catching the slower lapped car of Cody Lamas. And Austin Weiner and Hunter Bell are coming down pit road, so too is Collard. But Austin Talley stays out along with Michael Norman, so this is the battle for the lead right here. Michael Norman, Austin Talley, and now Norman goes to the front. And Michael Norman, he would love to get a good finish, or at least a win, because he has had a dismal season. He is dead last in the point standings. He's been around that area most of the season. And now here he and Austin Talley come to pit road. as everybody's on pit road and some have completed their stops. Dillon Young was the first car to come down pit road, to my understanding. Let's see where he scored this time. Says he's still being scored in the 25th position. There's Joshua Collard, Hunter Bell, and Austin Weiner, and it looks like Weiner is still going to be the leader since he is now pretty much up to speed in the corners. And there you see Hunter Bell and then Dillon Young. Let's see where Weiner's going to be scored this time. Well, he's still scored in 5th because there's some more cars. I think Austin Weiner is now your leader since Michael Norman got bypassed by the 12 car. So I believe Austin Weiner is going to be your leader officially right now. And indeed he is. So now the top 10 has been shooken up after those pit stops. As Austin Weiner's your leader, 2nd is Hunter Bell, 3rd is Sonny Hammond, 4th is Dillon Young, 5th is Kyle Matthews, 6th is Eric Burton, 7th is Michael Norman, 8th is Joshua Collard, 9th is Chase Oliver, 10th is Jessica Sheldon, but Cody Lamas is holding up Chase Oliver and David Rivera because he's a slower car. We need to keep an eye out on the 15 because this could start something bad. Now he's only holding up David Rivera. Now Rivera goes to the bottom. As we go back up to the front, as Hunter Bell has caught his teammate Austin Weiner to get to the lead again. Meanwhile, Sonny Hammond's just quietly lurking into this as the two Penske teammates battling each other. And Hunter Bell is your leader, and now Sonny Hammond's going to try to go underneath Austin Weiner for the 2nd position. Meanwhile, Hunter Bell, it's funny, I talked about him before the race started saying that he is 62 points, I believe, out of the points lead heading into this race. The points leader, Betty Johnson, gets into trouble, and now Hunter Bell is your leader, and if he can win this race or at least finish top 10, he will be back in championship contention. Meanwhile, you see Kyle Matthews, Sonny Hammond battling for 2nd as Kyle Matthews is caught up. And now Kyle Matthews is going to go to the 2nd position. And he's now going to go underneath of Hunter Bell for the lead as Kyle Matthews trying to go for his 2nd win of his career and the season. Kyle Matthews, pretty much after winning the Daytona 500 this year, or this season, he's just been having dismal luck. And now here comes Austin Weiner, who just went by Sonny Hammond for 2nd. Now he's rapidly approaching the 5 car of Kyle Matthews. It's funny. Austin Weiner's running down the same car he drove last season when he won 4 races and made the chase. I just find that to be kind of funny, but now Austin Weiner's going to get a run on the bottom to get around the 5 car of Kyle Matthews. And he's going to get there, as we have had a great green flag run after only 1 caution this entire race. As it is 8 to go, and Kyle Matthews trying to go back underneath to get the lead again. Meanwhile, here comes Eric Burton into the fray, and he is trying to get his first career Walmart Cup Series victory. Although he won the All-Star Open earlier this season, that didn't count as a career win for him. Meanwhile, Dillon Young, Hunter Bell, and Sonny Hammond are racing pretty hard for the 4th position. excuse me, the 5th position. Meanwhile, there's PJ Williams, who's not up to speed. This could stir up some problems for these front runners as Kyle Matthews is pulling away from the lead. We're going to keep an eye out on PJ Williams to see if he's going to stir up any problems. So far, everybody's been able to get around him. And it looks like Austin Weiner got held up just a little bit, but he's going to be able to get by. Meanwhile, Kyle Matthews continues to lead as they're coming to the stripe to take 5 laps to go here at Kansas. Let's take a look up ahead to see if there's anybody else. Oh, they may get to Tommy Mooney here in the next lap as he is not up to speed. And then Cody Lamas again, potentially. But Tommy Mooney just now crossing the start-finish line, and now Kyle Matthews does the same. Let's take a look at a run-through of where the chase drivers currently run at the moment. Hunter Bell is now going to go back to 4th. Then the next highest chaser is Joshua Collard in 8th. Right behind them is chaser Austin Talley in 9th. Jessica Sheldon in 11th. 12th, Chase Oliver. 13th, David Rivera. 15th, I want to say, is Gabe Williams. 20th, I would say, by my estimation, is Charles Jackson. Seth Cohen, 22nd. Parker Wright, 25th. And that's all for the chasers, as it's 2 laps to go for Kyle Matthews to get his 2nd win of his career and for the season. And I can tell he is rapidly approaching the 48 car. If he gets up to him and the 48 holds him up, that could open the door for Eric Burton or Sonny Hammond to get up there. But let's see what will happen here, as it is white flag for Kyle Matthews here at Kansas, and he is rapidly getting to the 48. This could be big for Eric Burton and Sonny Hammond and even Austin Weiner and Hunter Bell. They are approaching. Let's see what's going to happen with this. Eric Burton, I don't think they're going to get to him. And I don't think Burton's going to get him. Coming to the stripe to take the checkered flag, Kyle Matthews wins at Kansas. Redemption for Kyle Matthews after winning the Daytona 500 and struggling ever since, and he gets his 2nd win of his career and of the season in the Walmart Cup Series. And what a race. This was a great race. Great job by all these cars that finished. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a look at your official results. Kyle Matthews gets his 2nd career win of the Walmart Cup Series and his 2nd win of the season after winning the Daytona 500. Great finish for Kyle Matthews. Eric Burton, once again, so close to winning a race, and he's going to come away with a 2nd place finish. Sonny Hammond just stepping it up every single week. He comes away with a 3rd place finish. Great run for him. Austin Weiner, who was a front runner for a lot of the race, he's going to come away with 4th. Great run for him. Rounding out the top 5 and the highest chaser was Hunter Bell. Great run of 5th for him. Dylan Thero gets a solid 6th place finish. Michael Norman gets yet another good top 10. Austin Talley gets a good 8th place finish. He's the 2nd highest chaser. Then Jessica Sheldon comes away with a 9th place finish. And then rounding out the top 10 is Justin Talampas. Great run for him. The rest of the top 20 was Joshua Collard, David Rivera, who could be your points leader heading into the next race. Then, and I believe the next race is at Rockingham, UK, so that's going to be exciting. Then Henrietta Fitzwater, Chase Oliver, Barney Taylor, Alex Pedro, Gabe Williams, Rue McIntyre, Ian Dutta, and Charles Jackson. And then the rest of the cars that finished on the lead lap and finished the race were Ken Thero, Brody Talley, Seth Cole, Theo Segal, Parker Wright, Sam Young, Dillon Young, Zachary Fitzwater, Alex Hawkins, and Tommy Mooney. And then the next two cars finished on a one lap down, but still finished. PJ Williams and Cody Lamas. And then everybody else after the one and only caution, which was a big wreck, were out of the race, and they were Matt McIntyre, Annie Thomas, Mason Bromer, Chris Washer, Trick Dunham, Jecko Knight, Preston Plord, Betty Johnson, Danny Wells, and Ryan Anderson Jr. Well, that will do it for our coverage today here at Kansas, as here is your results, chase points, rookie points, overall point standings, so on and so forth. But congratulations to Kyle Matthews. Until we get to Rockingham, UK, so long, everybody.